minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff. Liftoff.
You ready, dude?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Always.
I'm ready, man.
You ready?
Holy shit. Holy
What a
shit.
week.
God,
What a week.
man. Here we are.
I needed this.
Here we are. Pacific Xperience. Pac X. We're back.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, wow. I'm pumped up. Dude, I'm fucking pumped up, man.
Very pumped up.
Oh, wow. Boy,
Very
do
pumped
I got
up.
some bullshit to talk about. Holy shit. Man, I got some fucking bullshit to talk about. Well, thank you for tuning in. Here we are. This is Pacific Xperience episode 2. Thank you so much. Here we are with my guest again.
Hey.
You might be familiar with him if you listened in on the last one. Johnny Boy.
Hello.
Yeah, Johnny Boy. Here he is again. Here he is
I'm
again,
back.
visiting me, and we're launching off. I just want to thank everyone out there who's listening. If you are listening, thank you so much for the support. We had I would say a successful launch. We went and put our stuff up on Podbean, and we were expecting 10 downloads in 3 days. We actually ended up getting 62 downloads in 3 days. 60 fucking 2 downloads, man. So yeah, it was a pretty successful launch, if you ask me. It was all right, but thank you out there, and we're gonna kick this off. John, what's up, man?
What, Lord?
Dude, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
What the fuck's been going on? Dude, last time you were here, you got fucked up.
Every time.
You got fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
You got so
Well,
drunk.
I bring.
That was only an hour and a half.
Well, here's the thing. We got drunk. We got fucked up because I was at the store, and at the store they had some really good deal.
Yeah.
It was an 18 pack for $11. And you know what? I was only planning on going there and getting an IPA, a little 6-pack, but I found this deal, and it's at the local Chevron that I want to support. You know, it's a family business, and I saw it was $11. Brought it up to the counter, 18-pack of Henry
Okay.
Winehards for $11.
Okay.
Dope.
Okay. Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's so hard for me to get off of Rude Parrot.
Rude Parrot?
I'm spending the extra money, but I guess if I am gonna not spend the extra money and drink a Rude Parrot, I'm gonna drink Corona and lime. That's gonna be my choice and a poise.
Corona and lime's good. You ever had Corona and
I
lemon?
just said choice and a poise. Well, first of all,
You can
let's
run it by me, man. I didn't even hear it. Robins of choice.
Let's inform everyone what we're actually drinking. We're actually not drinking IPAs
What are we drinking?
or beers this time.
Want me to get you the bottle?
As we were last time. Right now we're drinking some fucking wine. We got some red wine and we have some other wine. What do we have? We have Chateau's.
We have a sweet
Saint
chateau.
Michelle,
Saint
Canoe
Michelle.
Ridge Estate. Man, John, what's been going on out there, dude? Dude, one thing I wanna bring up. One thing I wanna ask
Yeah.
you about. Dude, what do you think of chemtrails?
I don't know. I used to think really seriously about.
You wanna pour me some?
Hey, you want some? Here you go.
Sorry, cut you off. What were you saying?
Chemtrails. I used to think they were very real, and then I stopped thinking they were that. And when I say real, I mean like they are pouring down like zinc, like aluminum and shit, and
So
trying
you mean it's obvious
In terms
they're
of
real.
conspiracy?
You look up, you see them.
It's a
It's the conspiracy part that's real or not.
Yes.
Kind of like stars. Stars are real. It's conspiracy if some of them are fucking
Yeah, because
planets.
chemtrails are obviously
live on.
real, right?
Yeah.
And vapor clouds can happen, I think, with up there in the clouds. I haven't done my research on how those are created, but I've seen them come off the edge of a plane when I'm in the plane. You see them come off.
Yeah.
Vapor trail, right?
Yeah.
Small vapor trail, but you see it.
These are fucking massive, though, dude.
I
These
think
trails up in the
Yeah,
sky,
they are
they're
massive.
huge. Yeah, I took a video the other day. I can't remember. I think it was this last weekend. Actually, yeah, it was Friday. It was last Friday. I was going home. I looked up in the sky and I counted. And I took out my phone and I filmed myself. There were fucking 8 chemtrails up in the sky. 8 of them.
8.
What the hell? Dude, I'm not educated on it. I don't even know of a conspiracy with it. I don't know. I bet people are saying some crazy, stupid, insane shit about it. And I'm sure it's hard to find evidence on it.
Yeah.
But what I have heard, scuttlebutt out there is something about aeronautical injections. Something has to do with that.
Mm.
I'm sure they're experimenting. I'm sure it has to do with an experiment. I'm thinking, what's the purpose behind it? Dude, because I'll look up in the sky, and yeah, it's part of Washington, man, but I'm look up in the sky, and I'm like, oh yeah, beautiful, nice day, nice weather. I'll see a bunch of fucking chemtrails that evening, and the next day, the sky is fucking covered in clouds.
Right. Like it's
and
a
I
weather.
watch these chemtrails expand. Dude, I watch them.
They can expand miles.
Yeah.
They travel miles.
They're fat.
Right? You look at them, and they're fat as fuck. Sometimes they spread like insane. Yeah, no, I'm right there with you, man.
I totally believe that they can do. Do you think that those clouds that we see,
sometimes
those trails, do you believe that they can carry rain, and later on give rain?
I bet you they can help influence rain for sure.
Help influence rain.
Yep.
Man,
because you can make it colder.
I wish we had someone here.
You can make it colder.
What the fuck they were talking about?
Well, you've seen that NASA like cloud machine, right?
Yes, that's what I was about to bring up, dude. Where the guy's like shitting his pants.
Dude, you
the
know,
reporter, because he
when
walks
you think
down
that,
like a mile,
when
and
you
the
think,
cloud that was made by NASA is all of a sudden raining like a mile later.
I saw that shit leaked in like 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah. I swear to you, I was in one of those deep, and I saw that cloud thing in 2012.
With your Russian friends down in the basement playing some fucking insane ass fucking poker.
Fuck, I don't
You almost lost your fucking hand twice, your dick 3 times, and then you saw some leaked footage of NASA, and they're like, "Don't fucking talk about this, Johnny boy."
No.
No. You
I was
guilty
just
as fuck right
I was
now,
just
John.
in my fucking underwear.
You're sweating, man.
I was in my underwear, just.
You're fucking sweating, dude.
Sweating what? Sweating
I don't know.
beads.
Now you're talking about being in your underwear and sweating. That's fucking weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. That
Woo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Someone
What was
someone
that?
out there is excited.
What was that?
Someone out there is excited about it. Yeah, well, I don't know, man. I would like to look more into this this chemtrail bullshit. But the point is, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I like to think, oh, it's just planes being planes. I think it's kind of what everyone thinks.
There are planes.
When they look up, it's just planes being planes, right? I like to think that, but what the fuck? Why are there fucking 8 of them, dude, in the sky that day?
all
Fucking 8 of them?
crisscrossing each other. And the thing is, not every plane makes one of those, But sure, it can be, it can be conditions though, like atmospheric conditions.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna tell you why.
Atmospheric condition. Okay.
When I was a kid, my dad took me on a Montana trip. We went it was like a road trip, and we went to the hot springs. And there's a guy that lived there for like 30 years, and he goes down to the hot springs all the time. He's this Indian guy. He was like, yeah, the rock is good for you. He kind of like talked like an Indian. It was interesting, man. Very interesting. And then, but it was awesome. And then he was like, yeah, the chemtrails, man. The government has, and this was like in like 2008 or 9, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
He was talking about chemtrails. He said, yeah, my buddy got caught up in one of those. And man, I've been caught up before,
does that
and
mean,
he's like,
caught
I
up,
just
though?
get, well, it means like that one came down on you or something. And he said they were just coughing and couldn't breathe.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure anything coming out of anything in the fucking sky is going to make you cough your ass off and not be able to breathe.
So they thought it was a chemtrail. It might have been just weed,
What if it,
might have
was
just been
fucking weed?
might have
What
just
if
been
this
pot?
whole time they're just getting this fucking stoned up
Oh,
our
yeah.
asses?
Well, they put.
And no one on this planet actually knows what it's like to be sober.
It's not too far
What
fetched.
if being stoned is actually like smoking weed is like getting sober real quick? And in reality, these chemtrails have everyone just fucking ripped off their fucking ass.
I like it.
I mean, I don't know, man. Could be something at this point.
Well, man, I wouldn't put it by
I'm
you.
not really sure what to fucking think anymore, man. Holy shit.
Woo!
It's kind of hard
Love
to
it.
grasp. Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Man, pour me some more of that shit. John, you're already getting tipsy, man.
Yeah, I'm getting titsy.
Thank you for tuning in again. Just Pac X, Pacific Experience. This is episode 2. Talking about chemtrails, some other bullshit. I don't know. If you guys know anything, say something. Send us something, man.
Yeah.
Fucking let me know. I really want to know what's going on with this shit. I'm not going to let this shit go to the chemtrail shit. What the fuck is that? I need to look into it more.
Aluminum or something, man. Look up chemtrail next time. They're just dumping shit on us.
Yeah, I did want to prepare for it.
They might be dumping shit. Well, you know what, dude? I wouldn't put us by it, man. They put fluoride in your water.
Yeah, that's right.
And
dude.
they tell
I've
you
heard
it's good for
all
you.
about that. The
They tell
fluoride
it's
in the
good
fucking
for you.
water. I don't know. I doubt that. Well, we're gonna take a break, and well, hello.
Hi, you got
We're gonna
cookies?
take a break, and we'll be right back. Thank you for tuning in. This is Pacific Experience, episode 2.
Word.
Well, we're back after a little break.
To all the killers and the $100 billers. For real, because who ain't got no feelings.
I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Here we are. Thanks for tuning in. We're back to Pacific Experience, episode 2.
Wonka,
Back from
wonka.
our first break. So, we're moving on. We got some, like we were saying earlier, we got some bullshit to talk about. We don't know shit about the chemtrails. We want to know more about the chemtrails, but we really don't know shit about the chemtrails.
Nah.
The chemtrails are the chemtrails, and they're fucking bullshit, and there's 8 of them,
Yep.
and why the fuck there are 8 of them, and I have no fucking clue. But coming more, we'll find some stuff out. Moving on, something. So if you guys were listening, previously I kind of brought something up in the first new noise that we have, and it's something called the Anunnaki. Johnny boy.
Anunnaki.
Anunnaki.
I think you pronounce it Anunnaki.
Anunnaki?
Anani, no. It's Anunnaki.
Bro, do you know anything about this
No,
shit?
dude, I don't know anything about the Anunnaki. Not really. I mean, they're like a Indian
He's
tribe.
about to just spit out
They're
all
like a
the
fucking
knowledge about
Indian
it.
tribe.
You're fucking
They're one
good
of the-
about it. Why,
the
you're gonna be
Indian
a
tribe.
fucking master. I don't know nothing.
They
about
wear
it.
those hats on their heads. They wear the headdress. More than the headdress, the mask. And they got visited by the aliens.
No, man, other way around.
The Anunnaki visited
The
the.
Anunnaki are the aliens. The fucking Sumerians. The Sumerians are the oldest civilization on this planet. They're the ones who invented the wheel and shit. They're the ones who talk about the Anunnaki. Anunnaki stands for ones who from heaven who came,
Ah, okay.
apparently. So I have looked into this. I don't have a lot of knowledge to go off the top of my head.
Whose heaven did they come from? Whose heaven?
It doesn't matter. They're saying heaven. The
But whose
definition of heaven for them to us now is not of this world. Regardless, if their heaven is this color or this place.
All right, tell
with
us
this
about
God.
it, man. Tell me about it.
The
I wanna hear it.
Anunnaki?
Yep.
Okay.
What do
man.
you know?
Well, from what I know,
Gosh.
dude, the Anunnaki is so the Sumerians on these stone tablets, these walls, these etchings, all these carvings, they talk about the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki in Sumerian stands for or Sumer, however you say that. Stands for ones who came from
Big donkey dick.
heaven. Stands for Ata.
Two round things and with their nipples. I'm telling you, the round things and their nipples. Ah!
Johnny Boy's getting excited about the Ata. It's Ata.
You ever been abducted?
Abducted? No, I've never been abducted, man. Have you ever been abducted?
Nope.
Johnny Boy's checking his phone over here during the podcast. It's
No,
all right,
I haven't
man.
been
Don't worry.
abducted.
Don't worry. Dude, okay. So, I'm going to teach you about the fucking Anunnaki. So
Okay.
the fucking Anunnaki are a civilization that supposedly came down from the heavens, okay? They had advanced,
Weaponry?
sure, whatever.
Weapons. Those fucking weapons, dude. Isn't that shit?
I don't know, man.
So were we slaves?
okay.
Were we fucking slaves in Egypt to like the fucking aliens?
So the pyramids, all of it, man, it's all connected, bro. It's the
Yeah, but
fucking Anunnaki.
I heard there's a fucking vortex. There's a
here's what I
vortex
think.
that comes off of the pyramids,
Well, here's the
and they
thing.
had some super fucking powers.
Yeah, I've heard that too,
and
man.
Fucking gods.
Here in this podcast, here while we're talking, we can only talk about what we think about, right? We don't know what's fucking truth. We don't fucking know.
That's why there's a disclaimer.
That's why.
That's an inside
That's
joke.
why there's Google.
Google's terrible.
I've done my research.
When people they're like, well, let's fucking Google it, and whoever Googles it gets their fucking answer. Have you noticed that? It's because It's because, well, they might know, and they're like, well, let's fucking Google it. But other times you can search for something you want to hear, and fucking Google will tell you what you want to hear. That's what I've noticed. I've noticed there's a big thing in that. Big thing.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
If you look up like shirt, little shirt for big people is okay? Question mark. Then Google's gonna tell you little shirt for big people is okay. Tight shirts are okay.
Little shirts.
I don't know.
For
You know what I'm
big
saying?
People.
Okay. All right.
Question mark. We're typing it in. You know, dude. I don't know the thing. Of course, I knew we were gonna get Tommy Boy.
How to be a fat? Look at how to be a fat man, dress well, not looking dumpy.
I don't know. When with Google, once the name of that company or whatever is now also a verb.
Right.
Think about it.
Well,
Google is a verb.
Googling, yes, you're Googling, yes.
Let's define Google.
Google's a number. It's a very large number.
Google. Search for information about someone or something on the internet using the search engine Google. I recently Googled my 7th grade teacher and found his current email address.
Google.
Google. So okay.
When you take someone and you give them $1,
Dude, Google's fucking
and then
creepy, man. They're taking over shit, dude. They're stock.
and then you track everything
Have
they
you seen
do.
their stock?
Well,
recently?
yeah, Google's a major. No, I don't know, but Google's a major player for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean we're kind of
sure.
we're kind of numbnuts sitting here. Yeah, Google's a major player. A lot of them, dude. There's a lot of major players out. We can
Google's
talk about the major
Google's
players.
the most.
We were talking
major
about oligarchs last time.
Google's pretty big, but there's definitely a monopoly on technology. Those big tech companies.
So my
You know,
question is, who do you
Facebook
think's
owns a
gonna
lot of-
win though, man? It's no question who the big
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah.
You think Bezos?
Amazon
is gonna
already
win?
won.
Amazon already won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Did they really? They already did.
Nothing's
didn't they?
taken
But
out
something
Amazon.
can take them down.
Amazon's huge.
Someone.
Oh,
It's not going to be Toys R Us.
It's going to be Amazon,
That's for sure.
SpaceX,
Yeah.
and Amazon.
What do you think about the social media shit? So what do you think about Facebook, Twitter? There's guys that are out there right now like, oh, it's going to be the new MySpace.
What?
I think that's their way of saying it's going to phase out.
Facebook's pretty big too.
We said this last time.
Doesn't
Fuck
Facebook,
Facebook.
isn't Facebook owned by something, or something owns Facebook? Or fuck, I don't know. I don't know.
We don't know shit.
Facebook owns
We suck.
Facebook owns Snapchat, right? Well, I don't know shit because I don't give a shit about this shit. I just try to live my life. Yeah, live my life.
Johnny Boy tries to live his life.
Yeah.
But dude, you don't listen to the media and shit, do you? That's
No,
the main
dude.
topic of this episode. That's the main thing that I feel passionate about more than anything out there, and anything that's realistic, that's worth fighting for, is the whole fucking second American Revolution that's going on right now, man. All that shit, I could talk about that shit fucking forever, man. I feel very passionate about that. I could go on and on, but what's your opinion?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm definitely in an echo chamber, you know, and I put myself there because I don't want to fucking listen to shit that I don't want to hear, you know,
Well,
or
I think
see.
that's
Like on
why-
my Facebook, I don't put like, right? Your Facebook caters to what you watch or whatever. But like, I'll tell you the news I watch. This is how I put myself in an echo chamber. I only watch one show. It's one fucking show. It's on YouTube. And it's just like the guy that I watch every day or it's like every day. I watch him, that's it, and then that's my fix. It's like 10 minutes of him like talking. And I think a lot of people do that, you know. You only listen to what you want to listen to. YouTube is just everything that you fucking like to watch or whatever it is. And it's just repetitive. This is what you watch.
Yeah, man, but they take shit down, dude. There's a fucking war going on
They
right
do
now,
take
man.
shit down.
You think there's a free internet out there? It's insane,
What do
dude.
you mean free internet?
Dude, by a free internet,
Like
I mean a free press, free speech.
Well, they're starting to censor everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, there's censoring.
Of course, it doesn't matter until unless a big influential guy, who was it? Alex Jones was just talking about Kanye West, for example. They put him last year. They put him in a mental institution for over a week because he was a Trump supporter.
Mhm.
They thought that something was going on with him because he recognizes and he sees, the division that's happening and how the media is actually an enemy of the public.
Mhm.
Trump said that. A lot of others out there have said it. He also brought up, Taylor Swift. Now because she had American flags in her
Uh-huh.
video. She's the top grossing performer like in the world right now,
Mhm.
right? She's got the fucking world in the palm of her hand this is the sense of wearing the fucking entertainment queen fucking crown.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's got it down, and she's not out there talking.
I used to like Taylor, but she came out with some stupid fucking songs,
Oh,
and I
everyone-
stopped liking her.
Everyone's gonna do that.
Oh,
man.
so
if
bad.
you like everyone, someone's gonna come up with
It's a
something
typical thing. That's what
Yeah,
happens.
they
But
come out with
I was
something
sad.
stupid.
I like Taylor Swift was great, and then
That happens. Your favorite
she
football
became
team is
poppy.
gonna suck ass sometimes. Sometimes your favorite artist is gonna.
I don't
make a
know.
fucking
It wasn't my
gay-ass
favorite
song.
artist, but
Yeah, oh, you sure about
ooh,
that? You sure
look
about
what you did me do. Look what you made me do. Like what the
Yeah.
fucking gay shittiest song.
Well,
ever.
dude, she doesn't
Overplayed.
She's not politically involved. She doesn't get active. She doesn't talk
Yeah.
about shit. She doesn't, right?
Mhm.
And she's getting shit.
Mhm.
She's getting bashed on because she had a fucking American flag in her fucking music video.
Yeah, it doesn't take much, man. It doesn't take much these days.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. Even today, there is little value in
Fucking
opposing the
crazy,
threat
man.
of a
Okay.
closed society by imitating its arbitrary restrictions. Even today,
Straight up warning us.
there is little
man.
value in ensuring the survival of our nation if our traditions do not survive with it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control. And no official of my administration, whether his
Wow.
rank is high or low, civilian or military, should interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes,
And it's
or to
gone.
withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to
And
know.
it's gone.
For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic
And
your
your bank account has $200 and it's
that
gone.
relies primarily on covert means
And it's
for
gone.
expanding its sphere of influence.
Yeah, alright. Back
What
off
a
with
weird
this shit.
intro. What a weird,
Very weird intro. We're coming back. We just had some
Groovy.
coffee. We were a little behind there on before the.
What's the
previews
upper
for
and
it.
the downer do? Wine and coffee.
Wine and coffee. That's
Right.
We're sure about to find out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting combo. Never done this before. Never.
I've never done this before.
Never happened.
We're getting fucking weird up in here. You know, get weird. You know, I will say, when I was in the when I was in the good old military, my platoon sergeant used to threaten us by saying, "We'll get weird."
Like it.
I don't know, man. When you get threatened by getting weird,
I like it.
you got me. I'm threatened, man.
Yeah.
Ugh, whatever the fuck that meant. I know what it meant, but we're not gonna talk about that here, are we? No. Well, you know, JFK is the fucking man.
JFK is the man.
John, what do you think of JFK, man?
I agree with that statement. JFK is the man. Fucking man.
Why?
You know, I don't know. He's one of those great presidents that got shot. Seemed like he was trying to do something good. You know, there were a lot of correlations. You know, there are a lot of things. You know, reasons I guess for him to get assassinated, and he did. You know, and then they assassinated his kid brother Bobby. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, and then his kid ends up blowing up in a plane crash. Come on. With his fucking fiance or whatever, his wife.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
Dude, I think JFK was gonna be open about some alien shit that I think he found out about, and he wasn't gonna play ball.
Mhm.
And okay, you know,
Mhm.
I mean, I think that's kind of the broad spectrum of the.
Did Oswald do it?
Oh, fucking of course.
Did he do it?
I think the question is him and who. Of course, dude. I think there was multiple shooters. I think it was Oswald and someone else. Multiple people, probably. I don't know. I don't know.
Oswald was not the shooter. No way.
Yeah.
No.
Probably not.
Maybe he was, but he probably wasn't. There were definitely shooters. Grassy knoll. Back and to the left. Back and to the left. Back and to the left.
It's true. Watched it over and over again, man. I mean, there's a lot to it, but I think other than just the part of JFK is what he's talking about is government secrecy. He's warning us.
Sure.
I mean, it's like I don't know. It's intense, man. I dwell on it a lot. I think about it a lot. I mean, at least from the history that was left behind. I wasn't alive when JFK was alive, but from the shit I hear like that, what we just listened to, I mean, fuck. He's warning us of what is already here. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's so hard to deny, and when it's right there in your fucking face, man. Dude, it's so hard for me to sit back and not do anything about it, and I don't just go and ignore and stay in my bubble because I feel like that's what they want us to do. And this is kind of where it started for me. When you see
Where did it start?
When you see or notice things that may upset you or bother you for whatever reasons you have, it's one thing. Now I'm talking about things that, I don't know, my kids came home with school from, or these things that I kind of just had blinders on and didn't really care for until I had kids. I started paying attention more of the world that I'm bringing them up in.
Sure, yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? So
You're more apathetic.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I'm paying attention and I'm looking. And, something happens that I don't like, whatever it may be, where I'm not comfortable with the way that this is in the world now, or not in the world, I should say, but in the society that we are currently living in at this point in time. And I ignore it because, it's important to be adaptable and to be willing to...
Adapt.
To be willing to look at change.
Gotta adapt.
Right? Adaptability, Well, okay, I do that, and, it happens again.
Mm-hmm.
When something happens consistently, though, over and over again, you need to open your eyes a little bit and say, okay, what's going on here? So here I am. Things have been happening consistently. I'm not really happy about it. I start looking more into it. The more I look into it, the more upset I get. Because it's not necessarily the actions of what is happening that upset me so much. It's their methods of doing it and how easily they are. I feel like it's something that us as the people can easily control, but we're not. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's almost like trying to tell someone to put a seatbelt on.
Well, there's no repercussions, man. The government has no repercussion. 90% of the time, right? There's no one to answer to. The government could do a good job or a bad job on that highway. Sure, there's people, to answer to in one way, but not really. I mean, they have no incentive to do a really good job and do things on budget. There's no incentive to keep the spending down necessarily. Right now, because there's no one to answer to. It's just the government money. Nobody, it's a tax dollar.
It's deeper than that, though, man. It's deeper than that. I don't think the government is bad. I don't think the government's evil.
Well, I don't think the government's bad, but your money just there's no responsibility with your money. I'll tell you that much.
That's for sure.
Not near.
Whoops, we had a little accident. John thought it'd be a good idea to put a wine glass on top of the dog cage.
Yeah, worked for a little while.
Is somebody thirsty? Somebody's thirsty.
Somebody catch me. Was it somebody stop me? Somebody stop me!
I don't know. Anyways, John, you were saying.
What was I saying?
I don't know, man. You were saying something.
I don't know. What was I saying?
Or maybe I was saying something. No, I'm going back to it. So, the government's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point I was on.
Yep.
Where this took place, honestly, I think it starts from Roswell, the Roswell crash, the CIA, the Air Force being formed immediately after the Roswell crash. And then, who's in charge of the CIA, head of the CIA? Bush Sr., right?
Mm-hmm.
then that chain of command falls into place as they take presidency. And then Obama, someone who comes up and is like, yeah, you know, I'm going to do this. He's legit. He's for real. He goes in. They get to him. Okay, you're in office now, but you're going to play our game, or you can be like JFK, or we can ruin you. You know, now Trump gets in, you know, someone from the people, right? Because you have to be rowdy to, now at this point, with all the cancer that's been placed in this government, in this society, and everything that's going on in America, the rights that we were born to, the rights that founded this country, were to protect us from suppressing government, as I was saying earlier. These rights are also...
Don't take our guns.
Yeah. Well, these rights are meant to prevent an enemy or a threat from taking away our rights.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost a paradox. So that's the purpose of them. If you look at this other side, and yes, there's another side. It took me a long time to acknowledge that there's two sides. And after seeing these frequent things that became consistent and upsetting me, or something that I didn't necessarily agree with that I came up, I started realizing it's very clear what is on what side now.
Mm-hmm.
The side that is not for Trump is the enemy. The media is an enemy of the public. Trump gets in. Well, they're like, okay, you're going to play ball. No, I'm not going to play ball.
Super surprising that
Right?
he ended up winning.
Yeah, I think someone saved us.
Yeah.
I think Putin was like, America's fucked because they're taken over by this fucking oligarch gangster fucking machine fucking mob family with fucking Hillary and the Clintons and the Bushes and fucking who knows. And Putin's like, we're gonna make Trump fucking president. We're gonna fuck them over and we're gonna put Trump in. And then they fucking do that shit. Trump.
That'd be
gets
pretty
in.
interesting.
Trump gets
But you
in,
know what?
and
A
they're
lot
like,
of people
"You better
do
play
support
ball
Trump,
with us."
though. A lot of people do.
That's the thing, but
Like-
that's the thing, but the media does not, right?
Mhm.
The media bashes on Trump the way that teenagers bash on each other on fucking social media, dude. I mean, they do it in an immature way, and it's fucking pathetic.
They're always
And it's
bashing on
all
Trump.
of them.
Well, it's so blatant these days with the stupid comedians. Each comedian they all have like the
Dude,
same
Comedy
agenda.
Comedy Central is a fucking joke, dude. It's turned into a brainwashing fucking. Dude, I can't remember what left wing, right wing,
Well,
conservative.
they don't even play South
whatever.
Park as much anymore. You know?
Of course not.
Well, at least I haven't noticed it.
No. Well, I don't know, man. I like South Park because who doesn't fucking love South
Yeah, I
Park?
love South Park.
It's fucking South Park, but I feel like they like to kind of make everyone feel stupid. All sides.
South Park?
All sides.
Yeah, that's
feel
why South
dumb.
Park's the
Yeah,
best.
Yeah.
Those guys are like, I think those guys are libertarian, pretty,
I don't know.
I think they're right-leaning, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right-leaning in the libertarian sense.
I couldn't even tell you, man. I honestly haven't put fucking any thought into it, man.
I think they are. I've heard it before. And, I'm thinking for myself, it's also funny.
Well, we're gonna take a break.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. The specific experience from Pac X, bitch.
We're on the train station. We're waiting for that train.
Step off the land now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Oh shit. It's a little late here. We're only like 30 minutes into this fucking podcast, man. Only like 30 minutes in. We've had a couple drinks. We've been drinking coffee. We've been drinking wine.
Almost having the reverse effect with this coffee at this point.
Yeah, I'm feeling tired, dude.
Yeah.
It's also been hot out. It's a
It is
sunny
very
day.
hot
It's
in
been
here.
nice up here
It's
in the
hot in
Pacific
here.
Northwest.
We got the crock pot
Yeah.
going. Crock pot's
Oh,
the
yeah,
best.
Dude, fucking crock potted up today, man. Fucking smells fucking delicious. Do you guys fucking crock pot? I love fucking cooking, man. I cook so much, dude. I love to cook.
Just
dude.
drop that roast in there. You just throw some shit in that with that roast. Some colorful ass shit. that you don't ever cook, and you
I don't
throw
know,
it in
I
that
think
you throw it in that fucking crock pot, and you just let that shit ride all night.
Dude, you remind me of that South
All night,
Park
or all
when
day.
Randy's like getting off on the fucking cooking. Remember that
Let
shit?
cream freeze. Cream freeze.
Oh yeah, slice that fucking turkey.
Slice that fucking turkey. Slice that shit.
Yeah, Sharon, you see these?
Sharon,
Hey, Sharon.
Sharon, cut. You gotta come look at this. Sharon.
I'm searching for some fucking awesome fucking sound shit here for this podcast, man. Like a fucking good ass fucking sound or something, man.
This is a classic. This is a classic. You can never go wrong with this one.
Dude, speaking of fucking,
Ooh, how'd you like that one?
dude.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do the same one. Come on, play. You ready? You ready? Here it comes. Oh! Spaceship hits the building. Everyone dies. Jesus.
We're
Da-da.
Push me,
Yeah.
and then just touch me, till I can get
That's
my
satisfaction.
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 And then just touch me till I get my satisfaction. Satisfaction.
What?
Satisfaction.
You bet that stretch pants is coming on right now.
Play something else. Play something else. All right, these are just tests. These are tests. I don't know. Put another one on, man. What?
Actually, you know what? I think I have that on our play.
What is
I
it?
think I have that.
How's
on
it
our
go again?
playlist.
How's it go? Your beatbox.
Dude, I used to think that I could fucking beatbox. I feel like everyone thinks they can. It's just like singing.
That's the typical Will Smith. And then you got the.
I don't think I have satisfaction.
Trying to beatbox.
You know what I do have? Fucking sandstorm. Oh shit.
Huh. What?
Man, that's
That's
fuck.
classic.
I'm sorry, everyone. We're just fucking around. We're just fucking around. It's late. We're actually tired. I actually don't.
Let's talk about something. What do you got?
Yeah. What do I got?
I think we got like 1 more hour left.
Some shit. You
It's
know
a
what?
marathon.
Let's go.
Fucking
Let's go
marathon.
check out some thirsty fact, fuck, or fiction. Then pour yourself another glass of wine, man.
That doesn't quench thirst. Well, I guess it does momentarily.
Well, last time we were playing a game of fact, fuck, or fiction.
Why do we gotta
We
do it so
ended up
late at night?
putting world. Okay, so here's our topics. We have fact, fucked, or fiction. You take a conspiracy. Is it fact? Do we know if it's real? Yeah, it's fucking real. Like chemtrails, for example. That's fucking fact. You know, let's just put that in there now. That's not fuck. That's not fiction. We know what the fuck that is.
With the small amount of evidence that we talked about earlier, it's for sure fact.
no.
If it's not fiction, if you can't prove it's fiction, then
I
it's
can
fact.
prove it's fact because I took video
fallacy.
of 8 of them in the sky.
It's
I don't
fallacy.
know what the conspiracy is, but I know that they're there.
Gotta have proof. They are there.
So-
Well, of course they're there.
So,
But is it true that they're like, the whole conspiracy is that there's something bad inside those things, those trails, and they're trying to like poison us or fuck with the weather or something like that, right? So
I think it's
is
all
that
the
fact,
above.
fact, or fiction?
I think they're fucking controlling
I think
the
it's-
fuck out of our minds.
I think it's both fucked and fact,
You know, maybe it's just nothing.
but it could be fiction.
Maybe it's
You can't rule that.
absolutely nothing.
Well, there's definitely vapor trails.
I don't know. I don't know. We gotta find out though.
Yep.
But in our fact, fucked or fiction list, all that really matters is if we know if it's a fact that it is a conspiracy. If it's fucked, if it should be a conspiracy or not, or if it's fiction. So we put world. We put world oligarchs under fact. Moon landing under fucked. We don't know.
Fuck.
Flat Earth under fiction. Yeah, that's right. And if you want to hear us talk about this, go listen to our first episode. But
Fake news.
Fake news, that's definitely a fucking fact. Aliens, that's a fucking fact. And I don't remember why, because we were pretty fucked up that last episode, but we have Obama under fact. I mean,
I think
he is a fact. He is real.
Yeah,
so
but
he
he's
shouldn't
not.
be under fucked or fiction.
Yeah, but
Unless
is
if
he
you
is
think
he
he's a
is he
fucking
is he a
lizard.
CIA agent? You know, is he part of the scheme? I think he is part of.
Again, fact,
I think
or
he's
fiction
fuck,
is
fuck,
not talking
fuck,
about the
fuck.
details. Of
I'm
conspiracy.
voting. You can vote if you want.
He's
if you're
real.
listening.
He's
but
real.
if you know what, of course he's real.
So
but
he goes under fact.
But is the conspiracy? Are we talking about as the conspiracy fact, fact, or
there
fiction? Or are we
even a
just saying?
conspiracy
Or are we
about
just
Obama?
saying it is fucked, fact, or fiction?
If the conspiracy is a fact, that it is a conspiracy.
Obama, definitely a conspiracy.
He's okay, exactly. So he's under fact. Chemtrails is under fact, and that's where we sit for now. Actually,
We need to sharpen these definitions up, man.
we're gonna.
So I'm not sure, 'cause-
Ooh, here's why we were talking about the Anunnaki.
Anunnaki.
So, dude, the Anunnaki, fact, fucked, or fiction?
Are you gonna keep pronouncing it Anunnaki? Seriously,
How else should I?
is that how you're supposed to pronounce it?
I don't know.
It's Anunnaki, man.
Anunnaki.
Anunnaki. Same with you're supposed to pronounce Neanderthal. Neanderthal. That's a real thing, folks.
Not fall.
It's a real thing.
Thal.
Neanderthal. That's how scientists do it.
Well, dude,
But it doesn't really fucking matter. But like, I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it.
I think the Anunnaki goes under fucking.
Who gives a shit?
Goes under fact. You know what's fucked about it though?
What?
You know what is fucked about it? You know when we did the campaign in Iraq in '03 in March, the fucking libraries and museums that held a lot of the evidence talking about the Anunnaki from the Sumerians was fucking destroyed and taken. I mean, just to think of the history that we are building up on, that we live on now, that we've been told throughout, thousands of years, how much history has actually been altered, changed, or even washed away. How many civilizations we don't know about. Maybe how many times the Earth has been different that we don't know about that science can't prove. I don't know. That's why I don't fucking believe in any fucking thing I fucking hear, man.
Do you want some more?
It's all fucking bullshit. Yeah, of course I want some fucking more wine.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's wine.
Do you like it, man?
Yeah.
It's good, huh? Not bad.
Fucking Anunnaki, dude.
What's the next one, man?
We'll leave Anunnaki there.
We don't know
man.
enough about the Anunnaki, man.
Honestly, man.
You can't.
You and I can't talk about shit because we don't know shit.
It's fine. I don't need to know shit. I need an expert. We need to bring it. Dragons? Dragons are definitely real. I'm voting real. Fuck yeah.
Dragons?
Fuck yeah, dude. I like dragons. I want them to be real.
What kind of dragon? Dude, if dragons were real, I would want one. I'd want to have one. Like, dude, check out my pet fucking
Are we
dragon.
talking
Have you
like-
ever seen those guys with pet fucking
Are we talking like
crocodiles and
fire-breathing dragons? Or are we
Yeah,
talking
dude.
just...
Not like a fucking Komodo dragon. Like fire-breathing, fucking wings in the air.
I bet you there were dragon-looking things that had wings and shit and would fly around like dinosaurs. I'm not sure about the whole fire thing, but maybe they did some poisonous-ass fucking saliva.
I'm
Just
gonna
like-
spit on you.
Fuck yeah, dude! Just like the dinosaur from fucking Jurassic Park, the fucking goop that he spit in his eyes.
Yeah, it
Same
spits in
shit,
what's his
dude.
name's
Same
face.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, and also
Yeah.
the Komodo dragon has saliva that will fucking kill you or kill a thing.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. That's why you need to
I
be
watched
scared of Komodo.
Planet Earth 2.
No,
Have
you don't
you
need to
seen
get.
Planet Earth 2?
You don't get bit by Komodo dragons, man. It's bad.
Well, fuck yeah. I agree to that.
So,
Dude, have you seen
imagine-
Planet Earth 2?
Planet Earth too.
Yeah.
I've seen all the Planet Earths. I'm pretty sure, man.
I'm pretty sure.
Fucking
No,
love
like the
Planet.
second one that's been out, the new technology and shit. It's pretty fucking
Probably not.
good, man. Well, dragons. I don't think I'm gonna put that under fiction.
Fuck that, dude. I have a valid
Dude,
point. You need to.
find
You
me
need to
some
over. This is just your
fucking
opinion.
evidence
You need to
on
give. Well, I just gave you evidence, man. I
What
just gave it to you.
evidence?
The ancient
there's-
evidence of Komodo dragons had their shit. You don't believe me, but it's true. Their saliva is fucking like acidic. It'll fuck
That
you up.
that's different. But
and
the
and
fact,
there were
do
fucking
dragons
dinosaurs.
exist?
There were dinosaurs, right?
Do dragons exist?
Listen to me. There were dinosaurs. Dinosaurs exist.
Johnny Boy thinks dragons exist. See, I'm ridiculing you for a conspiracy.
You're just going for insults now.
That's
You're
right, motherfucker.
lost.
That's
Well,
right.
there's not a
fucking
debate.
Dragons.
This isn't a debate.
There's
It's
not-
obvious that
John, what do
the
you think of the
ancients-
lizard people shit?
I don't think anything of that's bullshit. Fucking lizard. I believe in other dimensions, but I don't believe in. I don't believe the lizard people came from another
What's
dimension.
his name? That wasn't
It's
that wasn't
fucking crazy.
Zacharias. No, Zacharias Sitchin was talking about the Anunnaki. It was fuck, what's his name?
Who?
Come on, the guy who fucking David Icke. That's his name, David Icke. David Icke is the guy who brought the dude. David Icke was the guy who brought up the whole fucking lizard, fucking alien, fucking
Mhm.
reptilian shit.
Mhm.
He was right about a lot of shit though.
Mm.
He was right about the whole pedophile thing in the
Mhm.
government. He was right. Fuck, dude, I can't. He was right about fucking 9/11. He was right about some shit. But then again, the whole lizard alien thing, dude. I've looked into it.
Yeah, you know, if you
I've looked
if you
into it.
slow down,
I don't know,
if you slow down really
man.
shitty cameras and uploads, sometimes people's faces freeze up, and they're a lizard person. That's what that means. Oh fuck.
I don't know, man.
Fucking
I think
bullshit.
it's a
Fiction.
I think it's
Fiction.
I think it's bullshit to try to stir us in another direction. So we're gonna put what lizard people
Fiction.
under fiction.
Fiction.
So that also includes your fucking dragons, right?
Nope. You haven't proved they're wrong, dude.
So,
You have to
what?
disprove my theory.
In-
The ancient man used to think that fucking things that flew that were fucking like dinosaurs, pretty much.
So we
Had
have the
acidic-
undecided dragons. And
Shut the
Anunnaki.
fuck! You can't make a new category for me. There's 3 fucking categories. Fact, fuck.
Undecided.
Look, you're just putting it outside the box.
Undecided.
Well, I'm glad I'm outside the box thinker, motherfucker. Take it. That's a special one.
I think in the box.
Nope, I'm just accepting
That's
it.
what I do. Unfucking decided. Dragons, fucking Anunnaki. Yeah, that's that. What? So we have Disney cartoon on here, dude. I believe that
What's the
Disney
conspiracy
is
first?
evil as shit. The conspiracy is that Disney cartoons are fucking evil. They're evil, and I mean that.
All of them?
I don't think all of them do. Think about how many people have worked for Disney. Not every single person's like, hey, yeah, we're in on it. We're fucking evil. No. You know, there's going to be good shit made.
But do you think there's a conspiracy where there's some evil fucking dude pulling the strings?
Dude, go watch
or do you
some
think,
of it,
or,
dude.
or,
Have you
or,
ever watched
or,
Fantasia 6 times in a row, fucking drunk off your ass?
No, I have not. But
That's the equivalent of eating a fucking whole fucking bag of shrooms, dude. Fuck.
or is it just the individuals that come in and they're like, I'm gonna do some evil shit when I write this?
It's not.
Just
I'm just
is it
gonna
an
do some
individual?
evil
Is it
shit.
an individual, or is there a big thing pulling the strings?
If you were to go take control of a town, what would be the first department you'd want to take control of?
The first apartment?
Yeah.
Apartment?
No, department.
Department?
Yeah, area.
Sheriff's department.
Okay. Law,
Yeah.
right? Law
No.
enforcement. then.
Order, like
You'd
this.
go towards law
Law
and order.
enforcement.
Law enforcement and order, right? First thing.
The force. You got to remove the force. Once,
So
once you
so-
own the force, then nothing can stop you.
So any evil fucking bad guy or fucking group or
That's
oligarch,
not one of them.
yeah, or fucking oligarch out there, they're gonna use the most powerful
pop that off.
to control shit, right? I bet you the fucking evil out there are using these fucking things like pawns, dude. Fucking McDonald's, Starbucks, Target, Amazon, you fucking name it, dude. The bigger you get, the more of course it's a snowball effect. You're gonna become more powerful because once you are powerful and
So
these
Lloyd,
oligarchs need to use you.
Of all the conspiratorial, governments, the big guys, which one do you think is the most evil or most influential? Because some people say it's the fucking the one eye or whatever on top of the fucking Egyptian thing, the all-seeing eye. Other people think it's the
I mean the ultimate.
Well, no, which one's the most real?
You mean most real?
Yeah. Do the people actually run the country? Is it a reflection of the people, or is there some evil force like from the Bible, or is there like some fucking the Illuminati? Is that a thing? Just some group of people, or what's what's behind it all, man? What do you think?
Well,
Rant question.
ready, go.
Yeah, bring it down, ha.
Dude.
Yeah, my God. Oh my God.
Oh fuck.
What next, Lloyd?
Dude, the Illuminati was meant to be good. Illuminati means illuminate the light, bring in the light. Right? Bring in the light to this world.
It's like the Jedi. It's like the Jedi.
Sure. Yeah.
Where they were meant to be good, and then
yeah, right. and then all of a sudden,
the dark
The
side.
power, the dark side is too powerful.
Balance the force.
What? His power's over 9,000. It's a trap. What? Over 9,000? That's impossible.
What's that? Yeah. I think this is some rock. Man, oh man. I think it's time we wrap things up.
yeah, I think so too.
It's wrap up time.
Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is your second episode of Pacific Experience. Appreciate the downloads, everyone. Go ahead and download the app Podbean and follow us, like us, and all that. Go ahead and head to our YouTube channel as well, Pacific Experience. And check us out. Listen up. We have a lot of good stuff coming up. So what's coming up ahead here in the future here? I have a handful of interviews set up. And Johnny Boy's in substitute today. I had someone else set up, but Johnny Boy was down, and here he is. But anyways, what's coming up next? We have some really good, interesting people coming in. I'm actually going to be picking their brains apart on some things they want to talk about. But thanks for tuning in. Please listen up and subscribe, like, comment, thumbs up, thumbs down. We don't give a fuck. And have yourselves a fantastic fucking day.
Fantastic day.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can say I'm just a fool that stands for nothing. Well, to that, I say you're a cat.
The cut button.
Dude, not on your fucking
Smart. Smell that.